Hi, IVA. It is an exciting time in October, just because it is. Okay, here's what's happening on Thursday, the 23rd. All of our seventh graders are going on a walking field trip to Dominguez Wetlands. Thank you so much to our science teachers for making this happen and for the rest of our team for making adjustments to move around. So, what students will do after advisories go right to your block one class. It's blocks 1, 2, and 3 on the 23rd of October, and you'll take roll, and then you will go to the field trip. On Friday, we have the fall dance, and you get to wear costumes or cozy attire. Remember, no weapons or masks. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. I'm very excited about the fun on at the dance. And then there is a Model UN at Poly on Saturday. We want to just remind you about. Don't miss out on this opportunity. On the 27th, I have scheduled, and I don't know if I'm going to remember, that we have a staff versus student flag football game at lunch. We'll see if anyone remembers and gets this to happen. And on Tuesday, it's picture day for 6th and 7th graders. And on Wednesday, it's picture day for 8th graders. Next week, we have a spirit week all week long, so we will look at that in just a minute. And then Friday, the 31st, it's a staff versus student volleyball game celebrating the end of October. And as we look at November, when you get done with anything that you do for Halloween or don't do for Halloween, we all don't have school on Monday, November 3rd. This is just Long Beach Unified assigned this day as a day off, and we follow the same academic calendar. So, yay! No school on Monday the 3rd for everyone. On Thursday, the 6th of that week, the first week of November, we have a family academy, 6:30 to 8 p.m., and it is high school choice. So we bring in alumni. I think we get to use the really big like auditorium building that the church has. We bring in alumni and we put them on a panel and we hear about their experiences and transitions, especially for our eighth graders, but really open to anybody, to see if you want to think about what the transition would be like to specific high schools in Long Beach. And we'll have IVA High School represented also. And then the Long Beach Unified Choice Fair has been canceled, so there's details here. Just when the rain comes back again, I love the rain so much. When the rain comes back again, we just want you to be out for break as much as is humanly possible. However, if you choose, this is just like a alert ahead of time. If you choose to get out into the wet and you get soaking wet so that you have to ask for a change of clothes or that you're uncomfortable in class or it gets other people wet, then you will no longer be allowed to go outside. So really monitor yourself when you do go outside. If we have like sprinkling rain, and we don't play with umbrellas like they are weapons, but you do get to eat in the downstairs hallway. So in front of the rec center, not inside the rec center, but then also the downstairs hallway. We just want everyone to be cozy and comfortable whenever the rain comes back again. And happy. I love that rain. Uh, a reminder to charge your Chromebooks. We have a very limited supply of Chromebooks. And we don't have enough for everyone to forget. So every day the expectation is that students come to school, they have their Chromebooks charged, and they bring their charger too. Here is a big, big tip. Please put your name on your charger. You could do it with a piece of tape and like a Sharpie marker. So not like don't Sharpie on the charger itself, but it's $20 if you lose them. If you leave them in a class and you're like, I left it in this class, that doesn't count. You still have $20. And it's $250 if they break. And that's why we don't have Chromebooks ever allowed out on the blacktop. We just don't want you to pay money. We want you to. Last public service announcement: do not peek in windows as you walk down the hallway. It is very distracting. And we have a big community that is trying to focus on learning together. If you are peeking in windows, it's going to be an automatic lunch reflection. And we do look at lunch reflections when we think about who goes to dances. So, like, not following directions intentionally is a reason why people wouldn't get to go to the dance. But the dance is this Friday. And there's going to be music, DJ, photo booth, snacks, drinks. All families are donating snacks for the dance just so we can get so many snacks. You have to make sure you don't bring it in the rec center. It's so much cleaning up, and we're trying not to do that. The final day to buy tickets in cash is Thursday after school. So I'm posting this ahead of time. I don't know who gets to see it ahead of time. But it's also online. You can have your parents get it online, and the link is through the newsletter. $15 at the door on Friday. It is going to be so much fun. The drop off and pickup is at the front of the school. Remember spring break, and by December 1st, if anyone wants to go on that international trip, please talk to Miss Yutzi. There are 3 clubs that are in the works. I just want to alert everyone out there. 3 clubs we haven't approved yet. We're working on the details, but more are coming. I hope you all get to go to these clubs and meet people. November 6th is the day that the yearbook cover. That yearbook club works so hard. Thank you, Miss Yutzi, for all the work that you do to bring this. And then our legacy yearbook creator is Mrs. Skevius. For a couple years worked really hard, and so we're passing on the title to Miss Yutzi this year. Popsicles, pizza. There is a playoff game, a semifinal game that I'm about to go to right now. So this is like old news about flag football and volleyball, but we can't wait to have a virtue ceremony and get to celebrate our flag football and our volleyball players. Good job, athletes. And then coming up, basketball. Starting on Monday, November 10th, we get to go to basketball games for boys basketball. I'm posting this here, but if you ever want to see when the games are, when practice is, it will be on the IVA Family Google Calendar. Tryouts for boys basketball is Tuesday, October 28th after school. There's only one day. Girls track, there are going to be meets that everyone gets to go to. It's really big and really fun. It's against all the rest of the middle schools. So that's there also. So this is the reminder if you want to do that thing at Poly next week. Here's what you need to know. Spirit Week on Monday. Dress like Adam Sandler. Like real cozy attire, big baggy shorts. Adam Sandler is really cool. There's more to say about him. But on Tuesday, it's Y2K or 2000s. Please make sure you maintain the dress code in the Y2Ks of the world. Midriffs and shoulders, but we can't do that. So figure out the aesthetic that works for you. Wednesday, it's sportswear. Thursday, autumn colors. Friday, Freaky Friday. Figure out someone who can switch places with you. And if it's not a person, it could be a teacher or a staff member. That's a fun day too. So we hopefully will have signs up so everyone remembers. Just a detail about picture day. You'll find this out next week also. When you have a PE class, you're going to take your pictures first. So don't come dressed in PE on next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, because you'll have to change back out into your clothes. It's also like, let's look at this. It's also a Y2K 2000s and picture day. So you're going to have to decide, are you going Y2K 2000s for the yearbook? Big decisions. Okay, future weeks. Long Beach Unified has canceled the high school choice fair at Cabrillo, but instead is offering at specific days for our 8th graders especially a lot of help, a table to help. The high school choice process is starting November 6th, is that alumni panel that is always really valuable. You guys, happy October. We only have 1 week left after this week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy advisory. Blocks 1, 2, 3.